Now, I don't know how everybody boils their eggs, but I like to boil mine by just putting them in water and then turning it on. I know some people, I think some people like to let it boil first and then it's piping hot and then put it in, and I'm just like, no. This is how I do it. So I have 5 eggs that I'm putting in there to start off this deviled eggs recipe, and I let mine boil for 20 minutes. Some people do 10 minutes. I let it be 20 minutes even when I'm not making deviled eggs. Like when I'm making regular boiled eggs for breakfast, then I put sriracha on. If you've ever seen any of my videos, you know I like to put sriracha on my boiled eggs. I let it go for a nice smooth 20 minutes because I don't know, that's just what I do. So I finished boiling it and I put cold water on it and just let it cool off. I think some people put it in ice. Fun fact, I don't have ice in my freezer. I don't use ice. I don't like cold drinks. So I just let it sit for like 40 minutes because if it's too hot, then you know when you try to crack it, it gets weird. So I let it cool for a good while, and this is how I crack my eggs. I want to give y'all a little tutorial. You hit the bottom, you hit the top, you roll it, and then it's easy to crack off. This gave a little resistance, so it's making me look like I don't know what I'm talking about. But you see how I pick each part? It doesn't usually happen like that. This one was a little bit better. Egg number 2. You see how it just squirted out a whole bunch of water? So I really gave it a good slam that time and a nice good roll. And this is the easiest way in my mind to open up some eggs once they're boiled. And look at that. This one was much better. The results were just phenomenal. And it really reflected what I was trying to do with the first egg, which will show how easy my method is. Look at that. Ta-da! Voila! Boom. So I continue to do that with the rest, and this one little evil egg, I don't know what happened to that. It got messed up because I peeled off some of the shell. One little evil egg, and the other 4 look delicious. Anyhow, so I cut them in half very carefully, very evenly. This is my first time doing this, so I was a little nervous. You know, I gotta be perfect. I've seen pictures of deviled eggs, I've seen videos of deviled eggs, and they have to, you know, be these little pockets, these cute little pockets to hold the contents. And look at me trying to figure out how to cut this disrespectful egg. So I just ended up cutting it in a way where it was already weird looking, but the yolk was, you know, still fitting inside of it. So very carefully, I popped out each little yolk, and I was so proud of myself. I was like, okay, I did it. It's looking at like, you know, like the way I see other people doing it. All right, I could do things. So I did that little by little, and of course, until all of them were popped out. So the next thing I did was get my ingredients together to make the mixture for the yolk. So I have Vegenaise, Vegenaise, whatever they call it, soy free, not the one with the soy. That's that mayonnaise. That's vegan mayo. And then I saw some recipes where people use yellow mustard and Dijon. I just use spicy brown and yellow mustard, just both. When in doubt, use both. So I have relish, paprika, and dill. I do not have fresh dill, but it's that dill weed, that type of seasoning, and black pepper. So I put little by little in there because I don't know, you know, this is my first time making it, so I didn't put a whole heap of spices inside of it. I switched to a fork because I don't know who I was fooling doing something with that spoon. The fork is much easier to stir everything together. So after a while, I added a little salt. I don't normally cook with salt, but I was like, nah, this need a little bit of salt in it. So I've seen that people use piping bags to put the mixture in and then squeeze it on there. I was like, you know what? Let's try it out. First time for everything. You only live once. So I got a little sandwich bag and tried to get the mixture in there, making quite a bit of a mess. Trying to pack it nice and neat inside there. I did it though. That's the important part. Child, do your best. That's the thing. It's better to try than to not try. Thought I was going to say something very philosophical right there. But no, it's better to try than to not try. So I tied the top of the bag together, and I was like, okay, I got the mixture in there. Messy, but it's inside. And I figured out how I'm going to squeeze it out. So I got kitchen shears and cut the tip. I didn't cut a big space because, again, I wasn't really sure if it would come oozing out. So I just cut the little edge of it, and I started to squeeze it on there. And I saw in some videos where people did this little circle and a little bump, and I was like, okay, I'm doing it. All right. I feel like a baker. You know, the baker pipes the frosting on there. Okay, me. Go me. So I figured it out and I got it together, and I am squeezing the mixture into each little, I'm going to call it a vessel, each egg vessel. So I got that into each egg vessel. Very proud of myself. I'm like, okay, they look kind of cute. They look like cute. Okay. I did it. Hey. And I squeeze every little drip drop because I don't like to be wasteful. So yeah, I got all of them in there. It made, 10 little cuppies because I had 5 eggs in the first place and cut them in half. So I made 10 little cuppies, and I put them in a food container at this point because now I have to put it in the fridge. So I was like, that's just easier to put inside of my fridge. And then I sprinkled the paprika on top, and that took it to a whole other level. Grrr. Now it looked cute because the paprika on top gives it that color, makes it look alright. If I had fresh dill, I think it would be, it'd take it up a notch, but it's alright. It looks cute as it is. And it gave me a vibe like when you're mixing things together for potato salad. I used to put egg in my potato salad. I don't anymore. But that's the vibe that this gave me. It's like a similar taste. Everything that you put in a potato salad with the egg is what you put in these deviled eggs. So it was really good for me. I liked it. And it could be a cute little snack, I think. But hours later, after I put it in the fridge, like maybe 3 or 4 hours later, I ended up having with a turkey burger and some tater tots. And it was a nice little side dish. I liked it. I'll make it again. Yay me.